guys, we are back for another first impressions, swatches, demo of another brand new eyeshadow palette that has recently hit the market. In fact, it's only been available to Platinum members at Ulta. That's where I was able to snag mine. They had like a one-day Platinum perk. It doesn't come online at Ulta until June 12th for everyone else. It comes in stores at Ulta June 26th. And it will be in all of the other stores July 3rd. Do you want to know what this is? I've talked already for like 3 minutes and I haven't even told you what it is. It is the Lorac Potato 3 Pro Palette. And it comes in this beautiful new packaging, just like all the other Lorac products. It comes in a box with a free eye primer. Which is nice. I mean, I like the eye primer. It doesn't like cancel out any darkness or anything, but it's still a nice primer. And they have upped the price of these. Normally, like the number 1 and 2 were $42, and this is $44. So like everyone else, they're upping the prices on all their products. It's funny, all the companies are upping their prices, but I'm not making any more money than I was. Not sure how that works. Anyways. This is, again, a very nude packaging, reminiscent of the colors that are inside. It is a very neutral, nude palette, okay? The top row is all mattes, and the bottom row is all shimmers. That is the same as the Lorac 1. It's the same as the Pro 2. It has got a nice mixture of warm and cool colors. And they're so, just in true Lorac fashion, they are not very original in their names. Like Cool Taupe, okay? Dark Brown. Well, wonder what color that is. Rose Bronze, Amethyst. I mean, it's just, which, that's fine. I'm not somebody that's like, oh, the cute names. I don't buy something just because of that, but they are pretty to the point. Their names of their shadows. So, as you can see, this is a very neutral palette. It is not anything that you probably don't already have. Do I think this is an absolute necessary palette? No. Do I think if you're a collector of makeup and you already have 1 and 2, are you going to want this to complete your collection? Yes. I do have a few pros and a few cons though. So I'm going to go over, just like I did in the Anastasia video, I'm going to go over the colors I used. I'm going to cut to my demo, and then I'm going to swatch all the colors. To start out with, I primed my lids and then I covered it with this Blanc color. So there is a very matte cream shade, which I love because I think that's necessary in every single palette. So I do appreciate that they put that in there. And I started off without like a transition color or anything like that. I went straight onto my lid with this really pretty purple called Amethyst. And I just put that in the first half, 2/3 of my lid. I wanted that to be the main color. And then I went in with this really pretty terracotta color. It's a very mustardy yellow. It's one of my favorite colors in the palette. I believe it's what makes it the most unique in my opinion. And I wanted to put that in my crease. I will say that once I put this in my crease, because I love combining warm colors and cool colors, the purple and the brown, once I put this in my crease, the purple, like, it didn't go away, but I had to reapply it again. I had to reapply the purple 3 times before the whole look was finished. So while this is the same pro formula as the others and they're very pigmented, I didn't have as much fallout, and I'll insert a little picture of my actual makeup wipe that I used to clean up. You'll see how there's not that much fallout. But I think that's because they're not as pigmented as the other palettes, in my opinion. They're still very pigmented, but they're not like the other palettes. I don't have to reapply my lid color 3 times. So just keep that in mind if it's a decision maker for you as to how pigmented they are. But after I went in and I put the transition color or the crease color, I went in with this dark brown and I put it on the outer V of my lid, and I just kind of blended that out. I went back in with the crease color again to blend everything out. And then I tried to put this color right here, which is light pewter, in my inner corner, and I could not get a good payoff. Now, I don't know if it's the brush that I was using, although I was using my Morphe E36, which I always use, so I don't think that had anything to do with it, but I couldn't get that good of a payoff. So we'll see in swatches if it was just the brush or if it's the actual shadow. And then I did go back with Blanc and highlight my brow bone to kind of even everything out. So this is a very like smoky nighttime look, but I wanted to play with the darker colors. You know, everybody can make a look with these colors, and you know, a lot of people can make a look with these colors. It's just normally when you see eyeshadow palette reviews and demos, it's like the same shimmer color on the lid, you know, crease color, which is fine because that's my favorite look to do, but I just wanted to show you how some of the more different colors performed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into these swatches. I'm going to do all of the matte colors first, starting on the top left-hand side. Honestly, don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. This is Blanc, Canvas, Cool Taupe, and Pink Nude. That Pink Nude, when I went in to swatch it, I feel like I took half the shadow out. In fact, I'm really kind of upset about that. A ton came out of my finger, and I just honestly ruined it. So they are still very soft in texture. These next four are swatching much better. So we've got clay, terracotta, dark brown, and jet black. The clay and terracotta colors are really pretty. Terracotta is the one that I used in my crease, but the clay is it's a standout for me as well. So now we're going to go on to the shimmer colors. So we have light gold, almond pearl, medallion, and light pewter. So while light pewter, I couldn't get good payoff in my inner corners, it seemed like it was the best of those swatched. Medallion, that third color, I had a hard time picking that out of the pan. It was much drier than the other colors. And the last four colors, we've got amethyst, rose bronze, dark mocha, and truffle. So I have to say, after swatching these, I'm a little disappointed. To me, they are not the same as the other Pro formulas. I don't know what's different about them. Some of them are the same, and some of them feel the same. I'm still really quite not happy with the fact that I really ruined the Pink Nude just by lightly trying to swatch it. A whole chunk came off on my pinky. I do like clay, and I do like terracotta. I think those are great. This dark mocha really swatched very nicely. Amethyst is very pretty, although again, I did have to really build that up on my lid. And the light pewter kind of surprised me in the swatch. So it's pretty in the swatch. We'll see how it performs on the lid. So overall, I don't know if I think that this is a must-have. It's definitely from first impression of using it and swatching it. It's not my favorite of the three. The original is still my favorite. And I think if you are debating, if you were waiting for this to come out to debate whether or not you were going to buy one of the three, you can only afford one of the three, I still recommend number one. Again, if you're going to collect, it's not a bad palette. It's just, it's not my favorite. I'm really going to have to play with this because, you know, $44 is not cheap to spend on something that you're just not overly wowed by. So I'm just going to have to keep playing it. I do like how my eye look came out today, but I don't want to have to work so hard. You know what I mean? Like the Anastasia palette, I don't have to work. Like whatever look that I make with that, it's going to come out good. I just don't want to have to work so hard for something I paid so much money for. So I don't know. This is obviously strictly my opinion. I am positive that there are going to be a lot of you that have got this during that Platinum Perk sale and love it. And I think that's great. I don't hate it. I just don't love it. So I hope that helped you in some kind of way. Thank you so much for watching again. I really appreciate all your support, and stay tuned. There's a lot of new launches, and I'm having fun testing them all out for you. So again, as always, y'all have a very blessed day.